Today we're going to learn how to do call changes on Able. So in this episode we can learn how to move the bells around in different orders, and we can also sort of learn a little sequence of call changes for when we can start ringing again in our tower. So there are actually 3 versions of this video. One for towers which call changes up. Then there's going to be another one where the call changes will be called down. And we'll also do a third version of the video for Bolton call changes. What you first need to do is you need to go up to the top, click on options, click on ringing options, and in the top part of this window it says manual call changes. Now probably it will be selected as off. We need to select it on, and that's so that we can actually change the bells around ourselves. So then you click on OK. So this video is for people who call changes down, and this means that if you have let's say the call 3 to 1, the first bell that you mentioned, which is number 3, moves a place down towards the front. So 3 in rounds is in third place. It's the third bell to ring. So when you call 3 to 1, the third bell will then start to become the second place bell. So as you can see on the bottom right hand corner here, we've got the row 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what we're going to try and do is get the 3 to swap with the 2. So it will go 1, 3, 2, 4, 5, 6. And we can also see at the bottom here with these sets of numbers, these are the numbers which come up, and that's the order of when the bells ring. First of all, you need to go to options. You need to click on ringing options, and in the second section of this window we've got different ways of calling call changes. So you have to mark the one that's called down. Click on OK. So I'm going to start the rounds going. You can either press the button here or you can press the start stop ringing at the top. It doesn't matter. And then I'm going to click on 3, and then hopefully you'll see that 3 will change places with 2.
Three to 1.
So I'm just going to pause it here. This is really handy. If you can pause it here, then you can stop and think about what the order is. So you look at the bottom right hand corner. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now it's 1, 3, 2, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so what happens then if we want to swap 4 and 5 around? Okay, so we need to look for the bell that's going to move down a place towards the front. So this would be 5, wouldn't it? Because 5 is going to swap with 4 and become in 4th place. So it's going to be the 4th bell to ring. So we need to tap on 5.
Five to 2.
Okay, so now you can see the 5 has moved forward and it's now in 4th place. So it's 1 place closer to the front. So then if we want it to go into Queens, we will now need to swap the 2 and the 5 over. So we want to call the 5 to follow the 3. So we want the 5 to go into 3rd place. So we tap on the 5 again. The 5 will hopefully move 1 place forward towards the lead.
Five to 3.
And there we have it, Queens. So now the challenge is surely to come back from Queens back into rounds. And it's always harder to get the bells sorted out than muddling them up in the first place. But usually, if you do the order of swapping the bells in exactly the opposite way round, if you reverse the order, you will then hopefully get rounds. So what we did was we swapped the 2 and the 5 last. That was the last thing we did. So now if we swap the 2 and the 5 round again, we get back to 1, 3, 2, 5, 4, 6. So it will work in reverse. So we need to find the bell that wants to move down a place towards the front, and it's the 2, isn't it? Because the 2 is in 4th place. We need to make it into 3rd place, and then the 5 will swap with it. Okay, so we tap on the 2.
2 to 3.
Okay, so we're back to 1, 3, 2, 5, 4, 6. How are we going to get into rounds? Well, 4 and 5 are swapped over, aren't they? So we need to bring the 4th to 4th place, and then the 4 will be in the right place, and the 5th will go into 5th place. So that will be all sorted. They'll be in their right places. So we tap on the 4th to make it go one place down towards the lead.
To 2.
It nearly sounds like rounds, so we know that the 3 and the 2 are swapped over still. We need to bring the 2 from 3rd place to 2nd place, so we're going to tap on the number 2.
2 to 1. Stand.
There you have it. So you have from queens and then back to rounds. So have a go at this. You can play around as much as you want. It's always harder to get back to rounds than it is to mess all the bells up. But let's see, how you get on. It's confusing at first, but hopefully if you try it over and over again and try different combinations, you'll soon realise what's happening. So remember, when you click on a bell, that bell is going to move a place down towards the lead. And try and see if you can think of what the call would be to move that bell down to lead. And then check if you're right, because Abel will tell you.